It's just time to break some hearts here. The worst predictions of the season continue. It is a December tradition that ranks right up there with Christmas itself, some people say. Some people fervently disagree with that. I have in my hand 4 bold predictions that you guys made under the agreement that if they hit and they rate 9.5 or higher, I will send you a chalice of supremacy. But if they crash and burn, you will be mocked relentlessly, and it's time to go after some folks tonight. First up, Austin from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Did you really think, Austin, that Ohio State was going to lose 4 regular season games? Well, yes, you did. I know that because you put it on the internet on May 4th at 7:09 p.m. Well, Ohio State didn't lose 4 games. They went 12-0. Ohio State has not lost 4 games since 2011, and yet Austin thought coming off a national championship win that was going to take place. Now, they were losing both coordinators. They had a lot of production to replace, and so Austin thought they were going to fall off a cliff. This was going to have to require Texas upsetting them in week 1. If you really just look at the schedule, it was not a murderer's row. So in order for Ohio State to lose 4 games, they were either going to need to implode like Florida State did a few years ago, which is not going to happen ever under Ryan Day, or they were going to have Texas beat them, and Penn State beat them, and Michigan beat them, and then probably an upset somewhere, like at Illinois or at Wisconsin. Instead, every final score looked just about the same, with the exception of poor Grambling State. And so that one did not pan out, Austin. That one did not pan out at all. Nor did the next one, and we did not have to wait long for this one. Ball Fake Guru from beautiful Medford, New Jersey, said Clemson will beat LSU in week 1 by 3+ touchdowns. Clemson did not score 3+ touchdowns in this game. They lost 17-10. They did not hit 21. In fact, there were only 3 touchdowns scored in the game. So, not only did Clemson not do this, they didn't win the game at all. And it was so bad that Brian Kelly won this game and got fired midseason anyway. Both seasons went off the rails. They started the season 1-3. They then ran off a couple of wins before losing 2 more in a row. They finished the season 7-5, and it was just a disaster. So, no. 21+, no. But, man, that game seems like so long ago. It was just a couple of months ago. LSU, man, people thought they were off to the races. Not so much. Next up, hey, quick time out here. Are you subscribed to the channel? It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Please do it. It helps us maintain the show at this level. That's it. That's all I got. Back to the clip. NWS Andrew from Gadsden, Alabama, said Texas and OU will play for the SEC championship. They finished number 5 and number 7 in the league. Now, one of them still went to the playoff. The other one thought they deserved a playoff spot, so neither had a disastrous season. Both of them finished in the top 20 in the rankings, but they lost critical games, and so neither played in Atlanta. I only put a 9.25 on the boldness scale for this. I said only. It's always tough to predict the exact matchup. Now, as it turns out, we got Alabama versus Georgia, which if you had to predict the exact matchup, probably would have been a pretty popular pick. But it was not this one. And lastly, oh no, Razorbackology Burner from Hot Springs, Arkansas, home of the Broyles Award ceremony every February. Shout out Oaklawn. Said Arkansas pulls off 2 top 10 upsets. Friends, Arkansas pulled off 2 wins this year, and they were against Alabama A&M. Not Alabama and A&M. That would be notable. No, Alabama A&M and Arkansas State. And then they didn't win another game the rest of the year. So they won 2 in a row. They lost 10 in a row. They only played 1 top 10 team at the time, and that was Texas A&M. It was a close game. They lost. They also happened to play Notre Dame before Notre Dame became a top 10 team. And because of the 56-13 splattering at the hands of Arkansas, Notre Dame began their ascent to top 10 status. So I put a 9.25 on this one only because I know Arkansas has been kind of plucky in the past. This year they got plucked. Razorbacks do not have wings or feathers, but you understand the analogy nonetheless. All right, that wraps us tonight. Had some whale breaches in the show because I've got a stuffy nose. There's one more for the road.